What's up, y'all? It is Coach Andrew here, back with another one, and I'm sure this probably isn't going to get posted until after, but it's Independence Day, and on Independence Day, could we do anything more American than baseball? Let's go. And you guys, this is going to be a fun one today, all right? Because I was trying to think of something that we could do that would be a little bit fun, that would be a little bit different and interesting for what we could do with our gloves to show that there's more than you can do than just get a glove, see how it moves, break it in the way that it wants to move, and then just have it be what it was intended to be. I know that probably sounds a little bit odd and backwards and weird, but you can shape a glove to be something different than what it was intended to be if you have somewhat of an understanding of where you need to reshape the glove and how you need to work it and mold it and do different things with it. And I can't think of a more classic American glove pattern than a Wilson 1786. Like, we've called this the most universal glove on the market. It can do so many things, but most people that break in gloves, and most gloves that Wilson 1786s that you see on TV are typically 2 in the pinky gloves, and they are broken in very, very boldly, just like this one. A very big bowl that closes very much like this, right? And this glove has actually had a couple of different iterations of shapes on this glove. I dry reshaped it once. At one point, I had this glove much wider, and then I kind of reworked it a little bit back in, created a little bit more space on the ring and middle fingers of this glove, and kind of bowled it back out again, and it felt a lot better. And then I tightened the wrist on this thing up at one point in time and made it a lot more of a one-hinge glove because I was loaning it out to a youth player on my team. And turns out, it's really hard for them. Their hands aren't big enough on an A2000, and their hands aren't really big enough to do this anyway. So they very much want to kind of do this thing. That kind of brought something interesting to my attention, which is this glove actually feels really good 2 in the pinky going to the middle finger. And there is another glove by another classic American glove company that is very well known for doing that same thing. And it is a Rawlings TT2 pattern, which it is the next glove on my list, and I so desperately want one, and I am going to get one and break it in for you guys on the channel here, but I don't have one yet. So if anybody wants to send me a Rawlings TT2, please do. However, we do not have a TT2. We do have a few gloves that work very, very similar to a TT2. Okay, this is our Yardley Ibex here. All right, this glove works very similar to how a TT2 wants to work. It is a thumb to between middle and ring break-in, 2 in the pinky, pretty shallow pocket, and it really wants to wrap the thumb under the ball. Okay, really wrap under. And breaking this thing in and seeing how similar it is to a TT2 has really made me, and feeling how much I like the way this feels, has really made me take a little bit of a different look and a little bit of a different perspective on some of the gloves that we already have and how we have them broken in. I have another glove here that is a Wilson 1785. This glove is worn traditional. We do have a break-in video on this, but we don't have it posted yet. And yes, we just got a visitor from Frank Dog. But this glove is shaped similar and works similar to a Rawlings TT2. Wide back here. It's a little deeper than a TT2, but worn traditional, it shallows it up quite a bit. And we've got that kind of thumb to ring, pinky close, where the thumb kind of wants to wrap under the ball, and we're very big on this back side of the glove here. Super sick shape. absolutely love this glove. However, my thought was, can we turn a Wilson into a Rawlings? I think maybe we have a chance to if you'll leave me alone. Okay? Can we take this 2 in the pinky, super bowled out Wilson 1786 and take the back finger on this glove, create some width into it, and turn it into a little bit more of a hybrid-y kind of one hinge close, where the thumb is kind of rolled in this way a little bit and wants to wrap around the ball, and we close it a little bit shallower. Can we reshape this thing to make it a lot more like a Rawlings TT2 and less like a bowly Wilson 1786? I don't know. We're about to find out though. Do know that. So, handy dandy water, handy dandy tools. I'm not gonna name them all. You've already seen them. So, we're gonna get after this thing. And as a little bit of a teaser here, we have a very big announcement coming in the very near future regarding the future of JJ Displaying baseball and what we'll be doing.
Dun dun dun.
Bum, bum, bum. Yeah, it should be pretty cool. Should be a lot of fun. We're excited to bring you the announcement. We're excited to show off some cool stuff, and we're excited to give you guys that announcement. I don't want to give any more than that. So,
moving on
to the impossible challenge we go of turning a 1786 into something that plays more like a Rawlings TT2. Which, if you don't know what a TT2 is, we have a big problem to start with here. The TT2 is super wide right here. Super wide. The 1786 is not. So that would be challenge number 1, and it may prove to be an insurmountable challenge. I don't know. We're certainly going to find out, and we're certainly not going to fail because we didn't try. Okay? However, I will say this. This is a really good glove. Really good glove. And I'm not in the interest or in the business of ruining good gloves. It's not what I do. It's not what I want to do, especially because this is mine, which if it was somebody else's, I would really not want to ruin it. But I'm experimenting on it because it's mine. However, this glove does have the propensity to move in a lot of different ways. And it wants to move in a lot of different ways. And it feels really good being a little bit more of a hybrid-y close. And I don't know if this is true of the newer 1786s, but this one is very thummy. This thumb is extra thick and extra stiff. So it feels like we've got an opportunity, and there's a chance here to maybe do something different with it, and maybe make this thing kind of unique and kind of cool, and hopefully make it play even better. So, to the Batmobile. No, to the bucket of water. Here we go. So, you guys, FYI here, we're gonna duck it. We finna dip it, okay? And I probably should have done this previously, but I gotta untie my major knots.
We'll just speed through this.
I will say this, you guys, this glove, while well used, is not super floppy. It's not. Still has some stiffness and some structure in it. Okay? Still's got good stiffness and structure in it, which is why I feel very comfortable dipping it again. You can always re-dip your glove if your glove is made out of high quality leather, and reshape it whenever you want to. If you feel it's starting to get a wonky shape on you, or it's starting to move in a direction or be in a shape that you don't want it to be, unless your glove is already really floppy, and it's probably beyond the point of being able to dip it again, because dipping it again is just going to make it softer. And if your glove's already super soft, you don't want to make it softer. So that's probably not a win for you. You're either at the point where you need a new glove, or you're at the point where you need a new glove. Or you're just going to have to keep playing with the one that you currently have, and it be floppy, which isn't the worst thing in the world, because it's floppy broken into your hand and your playstyle. Which isn't the worst thing in the world. As long as it has a little bit of structure, you can keep playing with it. People do it all the time. There's MLB players that play with the same glove for years and years and years. They typically only use those gloves in games. But they have other gloves they practice with. But my point is that if it's too soft, don't do it. Okay? Bad idea. This one is not that. There's significant structure and stiffness still in the fingers. Pinky is unbelievably stiff still. The thumb is an absolute brick on this glove. The thumb insert is so thick on this thing, and it moves really easy and it plays great. Pocket is soft and broken in, but it's got quite a bit of structure left in the heel pad here, so I'm not concerned about dipping this glove whatsoever. And am I untied everywhere? Yeah, I'm good. Here we go. Okay, water's a little cooler than I wanted it to be, but that's okay. Oh, I can feel our conditioner that was still on her. I'll tell you that right now. I can definitely feel the conditioner. Ooh, and I can see
it.
I can see conditioner coming off, and I can see any remnant of dirt coming off too.
You're cleaning it.
Yep, she's getting cleaner. Well, she took water incredibly.
It's good leather.
It's very good leather.
Oh, it looks really cool like that.
It looks super incredible. It's got plenty of water. All right, it doesn't need any more water. That was pretty long dip to begin with. And I'm going to start to work this pinky this way. And keep in mind, I don't have a ton of break-in that needs to be done on this glove, right? Because this glove's already been broken in. I don't have a ton of break-in to do on it. More than anything, it needs to be reshaped. Okay, so you're not gonna see me do like a ton of pounding on the hinges. You're not gonna see me do a ton of break-in work to the glove. You're not going to see that this time. More than anything, you're gonna see a lot of shaping. All right, so let's get the bucket of water out of the way. I forgot to grab some towels, so we're gonna grab some towels. All right, so first thing we are going to do is unbelievable. Is I'm going to come in here. Bro, will you go somewhere?
Go ahead.
All right, so we have done away with the dog for now. We just put him in the other room. We didn't do away with him. Okay. And if you hear anything from the other room, that's JJ probably screaming and hollering on the VR. Okay, so there we go. All right, but first thing I was saying here is I do want to start to reshape this pinky and turn it inward more. I want to turn it a little bit in this direction, and I want to start to turn this finger a little bit so that these fingers kind of want to wrap the ball, right? We want to wrap the ball. All right, and then I'm gonna start to actually turn my thumb. All right, I want to get my pinky. I'm gonna get in here. We wanna get this thing closing about like that. So let's set our thumb. Okay, maybe turn that a little bit this way. Okay, so I want this thumb, see how we're already kind of wanting to wrap under here, okay? And so get this pinky and this finger here. Starting to work there a little. Now, if we're gonna make her play like a TT2, we're gonna need some width back here. But first thing I'm gonna do here, I'm gonna flip the pinky. Kind of wide here. Start changing the shape on this girl. I want to start adding some width. And this is going to turn more into kind of a one hinge glove here. All right, with us doing this way. So I'm trying to add some width by hitting here, but I'm going to start to work more this area. Straight down here. because that's the direction the glove's going to want to start to move here. I want to make sure that I get my thumb working up this direction. Okay. We're going to flare the tip of the pinky just a tiny bit. Oh, you can see she's kind of wanting to, thumb's wanting to work underneath of this, right?
You think it'll stay like that?
I think there's a good chance it'll stay that way. We just making sure that we keep width in this part of the glove is going to be our tricky part here. And I'm going to try to straighten my fingers up a little bit. Where normally my 1786 has this big rolled finger here, I'm going to try to straighten my fingers up a little bit. And I want to let it go this way.
Hold it like this.
What?
Hold it like this. Like turn it to the side.
Like what?
Turn it.
Like this?
No. Like, so I can see the, like that. Because before it was a lot more humpier. Well, like what you were saying.
Oh, yeah. This finger right here. Yeah. I don't want this finger to have this big hump.
Yeah.
Sorry, I had no idea what we were asking for. This finger was this big roll, right? Because we got this big bowl shape. And I want to try to straighten this finger out a little bit more so that it doesn't roll down quite as much here. And I'm trying to get this pinky here to give me a little bit more hinge all the way down here to roll this finger a little bit here. We're gonna roll this pinky a little bit more, and we're gonna try okay, you guys, and like I said, the glove is already like semi-broken in, so it doesn't need like a ton of work. All right, I really like that.
You can see the difference.
That's kind of what I'm looking for. All right, and so if I can now
lay down.
Hold this shape here. If I can hold this shape, I think we should be pretty well set to put her down and let her dry. We are very much looking at a different shape there than what we started, right? Work my thumb tiny little bit more, and I'll be honest with you, I wouldn't have done this if I didn't think it was going to work, obviously. But, you know, it's definitely something that we are asking this glove to do that it's really not built to do.
So the question remains, can you make a Wilson play like a Rawlings? Dun dun dun!
Can you make a Wilson play like a classic TT2 Rawlings? Okay. I think we have actually achieved the shape. That's the shape we're looking for.
Nice.
That is a wide shape. Playing pretty wide here. And we're gonna be closing the thumb, wrapping under the ball, right? Trying to bring this finger to wrap down and get this thumb turned up into the ball, under the ball to curl, which is gonna make my catch slightly more webby.
What?
It's okay. Not a problem. It just is gonna be the thing that we're trying to accomplish here. I liked it. Okay, so we've got that close, but we've still got that close, right? And then that close coming up, wrapping up under the ball, and still there. We're still wrapping up under the ball that way too. So I'm liking what our thumb is doing here. I'm liking that. I need this thing to set okay. I think we are going to call that shape good. We're going to call that shape pretty close to our TT2 shape that we're kind of looking for. Okay? And we're going to go from there. And we may give a little bit of a stretch to the fingers here, just to let us maybe work a tiny bit wider. I don't want to stretch the fingers too much. I can feel myself licking my lips again. I can't help it.
You've been doing it the whole time.
I know. And you guys, one of the reasons I'm trying to roll this pinky in a little bit more is because by rolling this pinky in, it will give me more space back here. It will do that, all right? And so, this glove has already been broken in. I do not need to throw the ball into this glove, okay? I do not need to do that. That is a waste of time. And that's not necessarily helpful to what we're trying to accomplish for the time being. I think we're there. I think that's where we need to get to. We're gonna lay this girl down and we're going to let her dry, and we will be back with you on the wake up. So I'm gonna find somewhere to set this thing down. But for right now, this is what we got. So there we go. Step one in can we turn our Wilson into a Rawlings? I don't know. It kind of looks like it, but we're gonna find out when we wake it up. So we'll see you back here shortly. Until then, which for you is just gonna be a couple seconds, keep playing. God bless America. Happy Independence Day. God bless baseball. God bless you. I'll see you in like 3 seconds. 1, 2. What is up? You guys, dude, I am so excited. I'm so excited to show you guys how this thing dried up. But before we get there, remember, this is kind of the shape we were trying to get to with our 1786. This is a Yardley Ibex. This very TT2 shaped, 2 in the pinky. The thumb wants to wrap under the ball, and give it a nice hug in here, right? And go thumb to ring, very much wide on the backside here with a very hybrid-y kind of one-hingy close. That is what we were looking for. This kind of shape, very similar. I'd show you the TT2, which is what we're kind of going for. I don't have one yet, so we're getting there, okay? But remember, we are trying to accomplish making a typically very boldy Wilson 1786 into a TT2 shaped Rawlings. Can we turn a Wilson into a Rawlings? Well, all indications are upon drying that we might be able to get close. Now, the glove has a shape, it has a pattern, it has a way that it wants to move. It gets a say in the matter, okay? So when we wake this thing up, it may start trying to tell us a different story. But as of now, the way that we have dried up here, and I've not done anything to it, I just conditioned it because it did feel a little bit dry. But oh my goodness, we are kind of looking like that. And if I give the little bit of movement that I have in it, it very much looks and feels like it's wanting to wrap around the ball here with the thumb coming underneath the ball. We've got a shot. We've got a shot.
So you're telling me there's a chance?
Okay, so needless to say, we got the fingers a tiny little bit straighter here. They're not quite now. When it loosens up again, that might be different. It's going to take on some of the shape that it was designed to take on. But we have manipulated it pretty well to look very much different if it did. Maybe we can put a before and after picture up before. Seriously, dude. Yeah, just stay out of the way. Sit. Stay. So, before and after shot, here we go. I'm gonna wake this thing up. Oh, moment of truth. Here we go. Let's do a little hand work first. Hand work. We know we want her to come all the way up this way. So,
Frank, go. He's excited too.
so hyped.
He's excited too.
So hyped.
Okay, hold on.
Alright, so now that we have bounced the dog
Again.
we're back to the beat. I was working on the thumb, working a little bit of thumb hinge here. Right? I'm gonna come back down in here. Now I'm gonna come back over here and try to reinforce my width. And I'm gonna flip one here because I want this thing to kind of wrap the ball, right? So let's get this kind of wrap around hinge here. Come up the back of the fingers again. Come back here. My width. This. Okay. Okay. Oh my goodness, I think we might have done it. Oh my goodness, seriously. Guys. Thumb wrapping up under the ball. Let's throw a little bit of glass. Yo. We might have actually done this. We might have actually pulled this off.
We.
Look at that. That is remarkable. It did it. It's, I can't believe it. It feels so good too, actually. That's really awesome. That's really awesome. There you go, people. So, the answer, can I turn a Wilson, a classic Wilson 1786, into a Rawlings? Well, yeah. I kind of can. Plays a lot like a TT2 now. That's pretty cool. Hey, y'all. We're just trying to find fun stuff for us to do here. Some cool gloves, a really beautiful, nice Wilson A2000 Classic 1786, and just show that, yes, a glove does have a pattern. It does have a way that it's designed to move. It does. And a glove can get too old and too floppy to work on. That's possible too. However, if you're committed to creating a solution, or you want your glove to move in a certain way, there are certain things that you can do to help change the glove and reinforce a different shape and a different movement pattern than the glove originally was broken in to do, or the glove wants to do. This is useful for a couple of different things. For those of you out there who don't want to spend $350 on a glove, if you can find a really still good structured A2000 or a Rawlings or a nice high-end glove that's still in good shape, but maybe it's not quite the shape that you want it, you can get that glove and still turn it into the shape that you want it to be, or something close to it, without spending $400, right? You can make a glove work a little bit different than it was intended to do.
Falling on a budget.
Exactly. I thought this would be a fun little project to do. Could we? This thing kind of plays very similar to a TT2. Naturally, that's the way it wants to move, okay? I did not have to try to make this glove move this way. It's just the way it wants to move. But it is quite enjoyable to play with and very easy and fun to play with. But I thought it would be a fun video to say, can we take a super classic Wilson and make it move and shape like a super classic Rawlings? Can we turn a Wilson into a Rawlings? I think we can. I think we did. Hey, you guys, enjoy the rest of your baseball season. Play it to the last out. Play it to the last pitch. Love it and do everything you can to get prepped and ready for whatever season you got coming or for next baseball season. Until now, again, happy Independence Day, even though this is going to be late, and even though this is the day after Independence Day. God bless America. God bless you. Keep playing.
Bless Marco.